It is Election Day, and New Yorkers are headed to the polls for the primary. Polling sites opened early this morning, and they're open until 9 p.m. tonight. There are several competitive races on the ballot. We have team coverage of Election Day. Political reporter Marcia Kramer breaks down some of the key races many are keeping an eye on today. But we start with Jennifer Bisram. She is on the Upper East Side talking to voters. Jennifer.
Hi, Cindy. We're at Wagner Middle School on the Upper East Side, and if you take a look behind me, you can see there are voters here. As a matter of fact, there has been a steady stream of voters since we got here this morning. And, as we all know, New York primaries will set the stage for November ballots, and there are several congressional primary races that could reshape New York's representation in Washington. One high-stakes race is the 10th Congressional District. Brad Lander is challenging incumbent Representative Dan Goldman. Lander received Mamdani's endorsement, and Goldman has the backing of Governor Kathy Hochul. In New York's 12th Congressional District, Representative Jerry Nadler is stepping down. An Emerson College poll from last month shows Micah Lasher and Alex Borez as leading contenders. Other candidates include Donald Trump critic and former Republican George Conway and Jack Schlossberg, John F. Kennedy's grandson. The mayor hasn't endorsed anyone in this race. Voters keeping a close watch in the 13th Congressional District 2, which covers Harlem, Washington Heights, and parts of the Bronx. Adriano Espaillat is seeking another term. He's going up against Democratic Socialist candidate Daralisa Avila Chevalier, who Mamdani is also backing. Our cameras were rolling at several polling sites this morning where candidates and New Yorkers voted. What do you want to say to younger voters and younger New Yorkers?
Have faith. Voting is going to help us change what we need to have changed.
I've been really affected personally. So I used to work in global health and international development, and for one, the closure of USAID has affected me.
And according to the Board of Elections, as of 9 o'clock this morning, there was a little over 197,000 New Yorkers who voted. That does include early voting. Polls close at 9 p.m. Jennifer Bisram, CBS News, New York.
Jennifer, thank you. It will be a busy primary day, so let's get some inside analysis of all the races. Political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now. And Marcia, what are the key races you're going to be keeping an eye on?
Well, Cindy, there are two sitting races where two sitting congressmen could actually lose their jobs. Two-term Representative Dan Goldman is facing Brad Lander in the 10th District, representing Lower Manhattan and Brooklyn, and it's become particularly tense over Gaza, Israel, and support from AIPAC. Now, in the 13th District in Upper Manhattan and the Bronx, five-term incumbent Congressman Adriano Espaillat faces a primary challenge from Democratic Socialist Daralisa Avila Chevalier. Now, these are races where the actual weather could play a role. As you heard, Jennifer reported that there's 197,000 people who voted as of 9 o'clock. That's only about 20,000 more that voted during early voting. So only 20,000 at 9 o'clock when people usually vote before they go to work. That's a really low turnout, and that can really affect who wins. Now, these other races.
Yeah, we're also talking about the big race in Brooklyn, to replace a retiring congresswoman.
Yes, that's right. Nydia Velasquez announced last year that she would be retiring at the end of her term. Her chosen successor is Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso, but Assemblywoman Claire Valdez is also in the race, setting up another test of established progressives going up against another Democratic Socialist. Councilmember Julie Wan is also running.
And Marcia, you've mentioned the Democratic Socialist candidates. It's a growing movement that put Mayor Mamdani into Gracie Mansion. So what risk is the mayor taking by backing certain candidates?
Cindy, it could be make or break moment for the mayor, who has a good deal of political capital on the line tonight. Now, pending the results, that capital will see either another boost for the mayor or he could take a serious hit, because people around the country are going to be keeping a close eye on the results to see if there's a similar resurgence of left-of-center candidates. But also, it's going to be really watched here by Democrats in New York. And that's because the mayor essentially is trying to buck the influence from the established leaders like Governor Kathy Hochul and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. They're both backing Goldman in the race against Lander and Espaillat's re-election bid against Chevalier. So if the mayor irritates both the governor and Hakeem Jeffries, that could have lasting implications going forward and his ability to govern New York City.
All right, Marcia, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And of course, we'll be checking back in with you throughout the day. If you are heading out to the polls today, again, they close at 9 o'clock. You can check out our voter guide with everything you need to know, including location and what's on the ballot. It's all on CBSNewYork.com.